Okay, good morning. Today we're going to learn one of my favorite math concepts where we not only review two things we've learned in math here in fourth grade, but also where we can combine them and use them to check each other and even do a little bit of algebraic thinking, which is when you use parts of what you already know and can actually work backwards to find a missing part, okay? So we're going to use perimeter and area. Now to review quickly, you already remember perimeter and area, and you'll remember the area is the length times the width will make the area, and that's the inner part of the rectangle, and that the perimeter of any rectangle is when you add up all four of its sides. Okay? And I've written this here for you so that you can have the definitions and the equations for both. Okay? Now, let's talk about if maybe there are rectangles that they have the same area, but yet they have different perimeters. Let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? Let's say that a rectangle has an area of 24, okay? Now, there are a lot of different numbers that we can multiply that are factors of 24. So, the first ones I'm thinking of are 4 times 6, okay? Next ones I'm thinking of are 2 times 12. And then I'm also thinking of 3 times 8. 24 is a very flexible number. And then also 1 times 24. Now we're not going to do all of these, but let me show you what it is that I'm talking about, okay? Because, well, I'm going to make you 2 or 3 of these rectangles, and they are going to all have the same area. They're actually going to have different perimeters. Let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? So let me draw a picture this time of, let's call it a rug, that is 4 by 6 in area, okay? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 in a column, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So we absolutely have an area of 24. Let's find out what the perimeter for this exact same rectangle is. We know that this side is 6 long, this side is 4, and that's right, this side is 6 long because the opposite sides are the same length on a rectangle or a square, okay? But on a rectangle. So now let's add up the 4 different sides and find out what the perimeter is, okay? And I'm going to put P on top for perimeter. Okay, 6 plus 4, that's right, that's a 10, okay? Let's add, so we've done 6 and 4, let's do another 6. That makes 16, good. Plus another 4 makes 20, very good. So this rectangle with an area of 24 has a perimeter of 20. But now, let's try drawing another rectangle, okay? And it's going to have the dimensions of being 2 wide and 12 long, okay? So, okay. So now let's count by twos, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. It has an area of 24 just like this one up here, even though you can see that they look very, very different, okay? So now, let's go ahead and let's add up the perimeter for this new rectangle that we have here, okay? We know that this side is 2 long and this one is 12. So that means this side is 2 and this side is 12. Let's go ahead and add them up here on the edge here. What's 12 plus 2? 14, good. So if this 12 plus 2 is 14, then this 12 plus 2 is, that's right, also 14. Thank you, very good. Okay, so now we just know we need to add 2 14s. Okay, 14 and 14. 28. So we ended up getting a perimeter of 28. So even though both of these rectangles have the exact same area of 24, because their dimensions, that meaning their length and their width have changed, then that has caused their perimeters to change. So just because two rectangles had the same area does not mean that they have the same perimeter, okay? Let's go ahead and I want you to do the next one with me, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to do 12, okay? Let me show you this time. Okay, I want quickly for you to call out for me what are the different factors, what are multiples of 12 that we could make with 12. Go ahead. All right, 3 times 4, very good. 3 times 4 to make 12. What else? 1 times 12, good. What else? 2 times 6, very good. So now, let me show you, instead of drawing a picture this time, we want to use these dimensions and we want to make the picture, okay? So what we've got right here is we've got some area squares, okay? So let's go ahead and let's do the first one, 3 times 4, okay? 4 one time, 2 times, 3 times, good. Okay, let's make the next one. 2 times 6. 2 one time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and 6 times. Now, let's go ahead and I want you in your journals right now, if we have a length of 2 and a width of 6, I want you to quickly add up in your journal what is the perimeter of this rectangle, the 2 by 6. Very good. That's right, 16 is the perimeter, okay? But it has an area of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, okay? Now let's check out our other rectangle here, which has also an area of 12. Let's count it again. Let's move this one over a little bit. 3, 6, 9, 12. It also has an area of 12. Now, if it is 4 long and 3 wide, quickly add in your journal, what is the perimeter of this rectangle? 14, very good. So while one had a perimeter of 16, the 3 by 4 had an area of 14, a perimeter of 14. Okay, so you guys see this. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to break into different groups. Okay, I'm going to tell you what your area is. You're going to work together, and here's what you're going to do. Okay, I have all of it written for you right here. Your objective is when you're given the area of a rectangle, you're going to use your knowledge of factors and multiplication to work backwards and find all the possible rectangles that you can with that area. And then you're going to find what are the different perimeters, okay? Even though they have these 3 different rectangles will have the same area, they will each have a different perimeter, okay? Here are some words you might need to know: the perimeter, area, addition, dimension, sides, length, width, height, multiplication, factors, and multiples. Okay, and here are the steps for you to follow. Follow these steps. You're going to make a poster as a group. Number 1, you're going to list all the possible factors of your area, just like what we did over here. Okay, we got an area of 12 and we listed 3 times 4, 1 times 12, 2 times 6. Okay, so think about what factors make your area when I give it to you. 2, you're going to build and draw the rectangle of each different rectangle, okay? You can draw them, you can use cube paper, or you can use the cut out area squares I gave you, okay? 3, you're going to add the sides to find the 3 different perimeters of all of your 3 different rectangles. 4, you're going to glue the rectangles down and you're going to write the equation of both the area and the perimeter beside each rectangle, because while they may all have the same area, because they have different dimensions, the factors that you multiply to get that area are different, and you need to show that on your poster. Okay? Once you get it all written down on your poster and you get your pictures glued down on your poster of your different arrays, your different rectangles, then you're going to check all of the different areas, okay? And I'll be circulating to check and see how you're doing.